The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. So it's down to business here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Messi, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Van Basten. Looking to play him in. It's a really well-measured ball. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, good-looking ball. Here's a chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And he's there to retrieve it. Pull it. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Nice control. Rijkaard.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Scholes. First quarter of an hour gone. Now it's Hullet. Now it's been cut out, well played. Now it's Hullet.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Cruyff. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Cruyff. And here's Scholes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Lille are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Pele. Good running, strong and purposeful. Cruyff driving forwards. Rummenigge. Beckenbauer. It's Park Ji-suk. Pele. Nicely weighted ball. Now it's Cruyff. Real chance here. Hullet is the team's great visionary.
This is the time you need that pace.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Hullet. That is very well defended. And it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. He could be in here. Oh, that's nice. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
It's a pretty loose pass.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Hullet. Very nicely done. Rummenigge. Driving on and making good progress. Rummenigge. Can he get on the end of this? Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Scholes.
Oh, great feat, that.
And this is Messi. Chance for a shot! Ambitious, but just off target.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Rijkaard. Beckenbauer. Rummenigge. And here's Van Basten. And this is Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And this is Cruyff. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And it's hoisted clear. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So we reach the halfway point and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. Here we go again.
Lille really can count themselves lucky not to be behind at half-time. Couldn't really work out what they were trying to do, actually. Letting themselves get dominated like that.
Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. That's really well cleared. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's very neat. Mbappe. And it's Messi. That's good play. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Scott shapes to shoot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, that's neat. Lille come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Park Ji-sung being hunted in packs.
Well, they seem intent on marking.
Shot at goal! Really well taken goal. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Lille have penetrated for the first time. And Messi! Oh, bang on target.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And the through ball. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Gullit. Pele in the hunt and looking threatening. Gullit. Pele. Now it's Gullit. Looking for options for movement.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, shooting chance! Has a look up and drives it forward. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Gullit. There they go, hunting in packs.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Has a look and plays it forward. Scholes picks it up out wide.
Milan really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Messi. And it's Messi. Pele. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, this looks sharp.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Messi. Shoots! So close to drawing level.
Messi is clearly gutted about that one, but he needs to shake it off and go again.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero
Milan
24.
have their third corner.
Messi. Numero 22. Numero 7.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Scholes.
Bergkamp.
Il numero 5. Neymar. Il numero 18.
Lille have the chance to go the Neymar! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rijkaard. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. And that is as far as they're going to go. Lovely, now then.
Milan really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And here's Gattuso. Gattuso finds himself offside.
Il quarto uomo indica 2 minuti di recupero.
Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. Plays a sharp little ball here. That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. As you can see, we've already started here. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim. Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best. Can he finish?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Van Basten. Looking for options for movement. De Jong. And here's Hullet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Hullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Pele is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Pele. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's had a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He's gone for goal! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Park Ji-sung is always looking to break lines. Still goalless. Now it's Mbappe. He's chosen to go back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Hullet powering forward here. And there's his chance to lead the counter. It's Park Ji-sung. Threads one in. He's in plenty of space here. That's the keeper's ball.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
De Jong. Now he's got space here. Floated through. Nice interception, well timed.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Lille clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Cruyff, Pele, Hullet, Mbappe! He's got away with one there. Now there's a fine ball. Now, can they get him away? It's a quick ball upfield.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And this is Hullet, and he's lost his man here. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Looking for the run. Hullet. And they're quick to get it back. Beckenbauer. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And it's Van Basten. That's been cut out, well played. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with...
Chance for a shot! It's hit the upright, and he's done it!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection.
And the first half is done. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Changement pour Lille. Le numéro 11. À sa place.
Here we go
Le
again.
numéro 18.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And that is expertly dealt with. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mbappe! He's found a way through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Strong running down that left flank. Van Basten! Lille come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And this is Hullet. Lille needed that, they really needed it.
Simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Now it's Van Basten. Cruyff. Good ball, good take. It's Pelé! In he goes again! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that, because they just don't give up on anything.
Changement.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Shot could be on.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Park Ji-sung tries making a foray down the right. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Marmouche in the hunt and looking threatening. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Maradona. And this is Van Basten. That's very neat. Van Basten! Oh, that wasn't far away. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And it's Maradona. Lille are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Shot a goal!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Now then, the ball's come loose. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he tosses it long. Can he get it through? Park Ji-sung calmly anticipates. And he cuts out the supply. Looking to play him in. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in a great position here. Quality ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Neymar. Rafael Leao. Rafael Leao going face-to-face with his great rival. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Thuram. Neymar might just make this. Oh, cracking ball. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Defending was strong and firm. Rijkaard.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Neymar. Inter Milan are looking to break at pace. Into the last 5 minutes. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, it's Van Basten. Marmouche. And this is a chance! And it's a corner. They've played it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Lille are looking to go forward now. And this is Marmouche. And the shot!
Une minute.
Rijkaard. Van Basten. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that's a tough one. Losing is never good, but this one feels especially hard to take. Not a lot that went glaringly wrong, but the result is one that will make them suffer.
Se présenter au PC de sécurité.